This is WVLT News This Morning.
Thousands of East Tennesseans don't have power this morning after strong storms rolled through overnight. They're still in our area right now. You could hear loud thunder with flash flooding seen all around Knoxville, especially in Powell.
And taking a live look in Anderson County this morning, roads are buckling from flooding. People are being forced from their homes. We're going to get a live report from our crews who are out there verifying what is happening to keep you safe.
And it's already a dangerous Thursday morning commute. We'll tell you what you need to know and the areas you need to avoid. And it is a WVLT First Alert Weather Day. We do want to get right to Paige Noel, who is tracking the latest this morning. Paige.
Yeah, we're tracking very heavy rain and some flash flooding into some parts of our area. Definitely seeing the heaviest push into parts of the foothills and towards the mountains. So it's your turn to get in on some of that heavy rain. Hopefully you're not going to get any of that flash flooding like we're dealing here in Knoxville. The storms have started to die down just a little bit. We still have numerous lightning strikes, over 1,000 in our region. It was closer to almost 3,000 about an hour, maybe 2 hours ago. We still have that flash flood warning that includes really most of Anderson and Knox County. That goes until 6:45 this morning, as we've seen rounds of rain since about 9 o'clock last night. Got in on some heavy rain between 9 and 2 a.m. 5 hours of nonstop rain in this area. Then we had more on top of that over the past really hour or so. It is starting to lighten up, but still dealing with rain in that area, and with all that water that's fallen, it has really nowhere to go since we've seen almost 6+ inches over the past about 9 to 10 hours. Definitely seeing more of that heavy rain starting to push into Madisonville, Athens, to McMinn, to Monroe County. So starting to push out of kind of Kingston, push out of Loudoun County, pushing out of North Blunt to North Sevier County, more towards Gatlinburg and towards parts of the mountains there. Some of those mountaintops could get in on some localized flooding issues, but it does look like it's starting to lighten up. I did turn the lightning off, so you can't really see that right now. Continue to track rounds of rain there into parts of foothills towards the mountains between that 7, kind of 8 o'clock time frame. It does look to, I think, lighten up closer to that 8, 9 o'clock. Going to keep that first alert though, just due to the flash flooding threat, but we really should start to dry out as we head throughout the rest of the day today. We'll talk more about the rest of the day today and that heat expected later this weekend coming up.
Getting a look at your first alert traffic. Already a dangerous start if you are having to drive this morning. This is a live look at I-40 right around Paper Mill Drive. This is a single vehicle crash blocking the left lane right around a paper mill. Want to use extreme caution. Make sure you have extra time and space so you can avoid hydroplaning this morning. This is where that incident is. Fortunately, it's not causing any major delays, but you still want to take it slow. A reminder that a pocket of the interstate on I-40 right around Level Road typically floods in that area. Just be mindful of that ponding on that water on the interstate. We're also seeing significant flooding along Clinton Highway, Highway 25W this morning. And we are learning that Clinton Highway at Wolf Valley Road is closed in this area. Important reminder, turn around, don't drown. Be mindful of those areas that are prone to flooding and avoid them this morning.
Whitney, thank you. And Clinton Highway is where we go to our Gwendolyn Dupree. She joins us live this morning with the latest. Good morning, Gwen. What are you seeing right now?
Hey, good morning. Well, we were on our way to Clinton. We're just a few miles out from Pop Hollow Road, where there's been reports of evacuations, and we were trying to get our way out there to give you a scope of how things are looking, but we came across this, and this is what happens when you're in the thick of this storm. We are on Clinton Highway right now, where you can see the Anderson County Sheriff's deputies are blocking parts of the road here. It's unclear officially why they're blocking the road. We have suspicions of possibly some road damage up ahead. On our way here, we came across a lot of standing water, so there's still flooding in this area that we can confirm to you, as well as several downed trees. You can hear that thunder. We're still seeing flashes of lightning. Chris, I don't know if you can pan all the way down and get some of this traffic behind us. but you do have some cars trying to see what's going on. But we heard sheriff's deputies get on the microphone telling folks to turn around because it's going to be a while until they can cross over here. I'll give you about an address, kind of a locator. It's hard to really gauge exactly where we're at right now, but we are headed north into Clinton. Like I said, we're just a few miles out from city limits here. More specifically, the address that we're at is 1425 Clinton Highway. I don't think that we're too far from Clinch Avenue from my scope of things on my maps here. But again, this road, we can see about half a mile down deep. We see crews and lights out. So we're going to be here for a while because we can't go anywhere else. We're going to monitor things here. Potentially, we can try to see if we can get around this area to get more deeper into Clinton. But this is the situation right now. You can follow us on WVLT News app.
And Gwen, just for you and our viewers at home, just so you know, Clinch Avenue, the Clinton police have said that is closed because parts of that road is buckling. So just be careful out there. If you do see lightning, please stay in the car. We appreciate you giving those updates. We do want everyone to stay safe this morning. Yeah, Gwen, stay safe out there. Thank you. We're going to continue to follow this developing story all morning long. We'll bring you any updates in the WVLT News app. Make sure you have the WVLT First Alert Weather app as well. Paige working to send those alerts right to your phone. And we do want to get to some of your top headlines this morning. A former Austin East staff member is being indicted by a grand jury. He's accused of having inappropriate contact with at least 5 different children. Samuel Anderson is facing multiple child sex charges. According to documents, the incidents happened between August of 2020 and February of this year. Anderson was an assistant track coach at Austin East High School and a behavior liaison at Sarah Moore Green Magnet Academy. He resigned from those positions in May of 2021. He'll be back in court early August. And this morning, we're seeing images showing a rescue mission from the top of Mount LeConte. A hiker suffered a life-threatening illness at the top, had to be evacuated by the Tennessee Army National Guard. A Black Hawk lifted the hiker to safety and took them to UT Medical Center. A Knoxville man and woman accused of stealing $2,000 worth of hamburgers, hot dogs, and salmon from a softball park concession stand. Cody Johnson and Sarah Novak accused of breaking into the TriStar ballpark on Ball Camp Pike and stealing several food items, even a projector. Security footage shows them entering through a window. They're charged with vandalism and burglary. And we do have a traffic alert for you this morning. If you take Middlebrook Pike, heads up, construction coming your way that could impact your drive home. This starts on Sunday night. There's going to be lane closures between Lovell Road and North Cedar Bluff Road. Crews working to repave that stretch of the road. It'll happen Sunday through Thursday nights from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. The work should be done by the end of September, all depending on the weather we have in the meantime. And developing this morning, the U.S. Senate moving on a bill to help make more semiconductor chips here in America. The measure will provide about $54 billion in subsidies along with tax credits to companies, incentivizing them to build plants in the U.S. and prevent future supply chain disruptions. Well, the bill now moves to the House, could be passed by next week. And the ongoing global chip shortage leading some dealerships to sell cars without those chips inside. People buying cars for top dollar, and then they're being given an IOU for the chips that actually go inside the vehicle that make everything run.
You got things like heated seats, heated steering wheels, blind side mirrors is a big one. And we're seeing cars come in without blind side mirror chips, which means the blind side mirrors don't work. That's a big safety issue.
Well, if a person decides to buy the car, they will get those chips once they come in stock. In some cases, could take up to a year. Wow. Now, good news for parents looking for baby formula. The FDA says production now exceeding consumer demand. The announcement coming out yesterday, but officials caution the shortages will take some time to fix. No timeline is set on when it'll be fully resolved. President Joe Biden announcing new executive actions on climate change. He says he's still deciding on whether to officially declare it a national emergency. That could allow him to redirect more federal funding to fight climate change. But President Biden also causing some confusion yesterday after making a remark about cancer.
You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
Following those remarks, immediately questions started to arise about the president's health. The White House later pointed to Biden's 2021 medical report, which says he previously had non-melanoma skin cancers removed. Well, it's 6:08 this morning. It's supposed to make your yard look better. Now one homeowner has a warning for you after it almost burned down her house. We'll tell you what it is.
Plus, what's the best way to get your kids out of their comfort zone for the better? A woman in Halls thinks she has the trick.
And that flash flood warning for Anderson and Knox County has now been extended until 8:45 this morning. Rain's starting to lighten up, but it continues throughout the area. I'll have the latest track, how much more we can see coming up.